Altura. So, Altura have pushed forward on game development hugely. Now, they've created some outstanding products, a great toolkit that helps gaming developers push forward. This looks like a really undervalued project. When you actually look at its market cap, you look at the people that they're working with, you look at what they've built, to me, still remains undervalued. I want to take a look at it. Now, before I get into any of it, if you are new to this channel, this spreadsheet just shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In each of the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. These were cryptos that I thought were going to make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. And you can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on. And these are what your profits would have been from $100 into each. So if you had done 100 into every single one, you'd have made over 123 grand in the 16 months. Now, we are in a bull cycle. Bitcoin has been trying for new highs multiple times. Altcoin season's on the way. And if you've got cryptos you're not confident in, you've got to get that sorted. If you're not sure where to start, have a look at copymycrypto.com. So this is the website that I run where I share all the coins that I own with my members. So when I find a crypto that I think is going to make a lot of cash, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I'm looking at buying, the price that I'm going to be buying it at. And my members can get in on them at the cryptos at the same price as me. When I sell one of the coins I own, I tell my members the crypto I'm selling and the price I'm selling at. So all my members get in and out coins, same price as me. They make the same profit. Added bonuses, of course, they have no work to do. But if you go onto the site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You can see some of their testimonials. You can see my past successes. These are public record. You can go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify everything that you see. But read through the whole site and watch the videos and verify it all. And if you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's the daily market updates I give my members, or you simply just want to know the coins I think are going to be the winners this year, like I predicted with Zilliqa and VeChain and Phantom, all you have to do to find out about the coins I own is join up on the site. Now, Altura. So, Altura has been around a while. Launched kind of in the middle of the 2021 cycle. Hit pretty good highs, 46 cents, all-time high. So far this bull cycle, it's risen as high as 15 cents. Now it's pulled back quite a bit from there. It isn't on any of the big exchanges, so it isn't on your Coinbase or your Binance. So a listing there could surge this dramatically. It is worth noting, market cap is only 16 million, but the volume's about 3 million. That's actually down 34%. But so some days they're doing $10 million in volume, 20 million. Some days they're doing 30 or 40. This to me has a definite shot of a kind of bigger listing, but obviously that volume has to increase. Now, Altura is trying to change the gaming industry. So they make it easy to build, to scale, and monetize Web3 and AI-powered games. They've combined blockchain tech with AI, and they enable developers to create immersive gaming experiences with intelligent NPCs and dynamic in-game assets. So they've created a developer-friendly SDK as well as APIs, which simplify the process for developers. It allows them to deploy Web3 stack and integrate AI features efficiently. They've got, because of their SDK, it's going to save developers huge amounts of time in terms of the development, which reduces huge costs, streamlines the process. It means people can build and get up and running a lot faster. They've also got built-in authentication tools, that support multiple blockchains and NFT standards that help build a secure and trustworthy NFT economy for the game. The NFTs that they've built, I think, are outstanding for gaming purposes, that is. I'm not a huge fan of NFTs in general, but for this and for games, that's where, to me, right now, that's where it makes the most sense. This person's comment's actually not bad. Another day of waiting on a bull run, another day with a dip, another day to load more. Don't listen to FUD. Check how much Altura has done to its baseline product. If AAA studios started using Altura today, they can start working at once. I actually agree with the premise here of like what they've done to the baseline product is very, very good. It was founded by Maj Halat, who's a young entrepreneur who attended University of Toronto for computer engineering, started coding in high school, been programming over 5 years. Brought in Tanner Matthews, who's a Canadian CPA with a background in audit and strategic consulting at Deloitte, which Deloitte's obviously a massive company. And what they've actually built, like I said, I think is really, really strong. So they've created, in particular, the products that I think, or the products that I think is really strong, is the smart NFTs. Now, they do have tons of products, by the way. So they've got the SDK and API. This is basically making it as easy as possible for any developers that can design games for with Unity Engine, because that's what they've built upon. You can create your own custom marketplace. They've got Altura Guard, which is simplifies connections for users and games without screwing with security. So they've got a social login and wallet agnostic connectivity. So basically it allows anyone to jump on and connect with any Ethereum virtual machine chain. The gem in the crown of what I think they do is the smart NFTs. I think this is a phenomenal idea. These are NFTs that can shift properties, images, and more after minting. So it can allow developers to create new experiences in games and other applications. They update in real time. Now you think about every game going, like that isn't blockchain based. How much money do people spend upgrading characters? How much money do people spend on new gear for their characters? And you can have and once you've spent money on the new gear, a lot of games you lose the old gear. Now, as an idea, really strong, because you think about this from a developer standpoint, you can create even like a World of Warcraft-esque thing where your character is gaining strength upon strength as it goes through worlds, and as they gain strength, the NFT updates in real time. There's a genius to that as a concept, and I think that is kind of going under the radar, in my honest opinion. By the way, I quoted World of Warcraft, never played it, so if I've not got parts of that right, knob off. Right? I think this is a really good, strong idea. When you jump onto their socials, you can see that they're like informing the community a lot. So this is the first look at the MPC engine that's coming soon. The SDKs and APIs, plug and play NFTs, plus tokens, plus marketplace, no node setups, no smart contract drama, just vibes and game loops. ALU is literally one of the least concentrated, most supply decentralized tokens. There are 0 big holders, and on top of that, we have one of the highest organic holder counts of any token, over 130,000 real holders, real team, real tech, real mission, pure intentions. I mean, they're very active. I like that as well. So the next era of gaming is on the horizon, and you can kind of see it. Like, this is the reality, as we are at a point with blockchain gaming where it needs to start improving. Something like smart NFT is a perfect way. By the way, as well, like, I'm not a huge fan of stuff like card trading games. Or not card trading, but like card battle games. But they are a perfect area where there is absolute interest in that field. It's just not me. But again, like, smart NFTs have such a use case there. Especially if it's card battle, like if you're battling on the game constantly, and every time you battle, your strength increases, or your faction's strength increases. That can be automatically updated in real time with smart NFTs. There's a genius to this. So like I said, it's just going under the radar. And the reality is that maybe it maintains. Maybe it just does consistently go under the radar, because maybe we're not going to have this kind of gaming season for the crypto world this year. But if we do, Altura has a very real shot of doing something because they're working with good names already. They've got one of the strongest developer toolkits around. This feels like one that are doing a lot right now. Realistically, it's just, do they get the attention that I think the project deserves? And that might mean the team just have to do a lot more advertising. Because that's the reality. We still live in kind of a world where advertising and marketing are always going to be crucial. If the team do a lot of advertising and marketing, they can draw attention. That will draw in investors, that will draw in developers. And that's probably what they have to do now. Because it's getting enough attention in pockets. But if they're going to get a Binance listing or a Coinbase listing, they need to start growing, not just... not from a retail investor perspective, because they've got 130,000 plus holders. What they need to grow from is a developer standpoint, or from a gaming standpoint now, or an institutional investor standpoint. So that comes from good marketing of advertising. If the team start doing that, I think this still has a shot of doing something. Can it get to like $1? Probably not, with the length of time left on this bull cycle, unless a Binance listing happens, in which case it could. But I do think that we could be looking at this trying to sort of climb back to 20-30 cents. I think 30 cents is probably a really fair target. That really is only 33% down from its all-time high. That's not huge. It's about the right level. But like I said, with the Binance listing, could easily hit $1. Could easily hit $1. Especially when there's no big holders. So there's no risk of dumps in that regard. So that's interesting. I'm curious to hear what people think about this. Is there a gaming project out there that you think is hugely undervalued? Do you think Altura is? If you're an Altura holder, there's 130,000 of you out there. What are you hoping to see from Altura this year? Let me know in the comments. And guys, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you don't like the coins you own or you don't trust them, get onto copymycrypto.com. On my site, you will see some of the profits my members have made. You will see some of my past successes. You will see some of my members' testimonials. These are public record. You can go onto the old videos on this channel and you can verify them. On the site, I share with my members the coins that I own. When I'm ready to buy or sell any crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. All my members therefore get in and out of coins at the same price as me, so they can make the same profit without any work at all. Like I say, read through the site, watch all the videos, verify it all. If you like what you see and you want to find out the coins I'm in, the ones I think are going to be the winners of this cycle, like I predicted with so many of these, not least of which obviously Phantom did nearly 700x in the last bull cycle, made millionaires. If you want to find out the coins I think can do the big gains this year, all you've got to do to find out about them is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.